When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if it tries, that's what our lineup of exceptionally capable, available all-wheel drive SUVs is for. After all, we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner.
All right, it is the center of the Cornhole universe here in the middle of the barn at the Kinsella Family Farm. You know it from the Field of Dreams movie site, the American Cornhole Organization. CornyForty Classic, part of the Go the Distance Festival weekend here at the Field of Dreams movie site. I am Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, Philip Barnett. He is the Mississippi Ninja, and we have been blessed with some great three-game matches here, and I don't know that there's going to be one that is more hotly anticipated. And it's okay no matter who wins this time.
That's right.
Because we go brother. That would be Isaac Hurt. The aforementioned tic-tac in many other tournaments, Philip, against his older brother and the number one seed, Kaleb Hurt. Each of these men destined to wear the crown as king of Cornhole one day. The question now becomes who's going to wear it first.
That's right. And then we have Family Feud without Steve Harvey.
That's right.
Here,
oh,
buddy.
thank God, the best way to have it as
go.
far as I'm concerned. But the entire family and the SVC family is here as well. We were just having a little dance contest. These guys, whenever you are ready to bring it, you guys go right ahead. You're the royalty in this room. We're just here watching and living in your shadow,
Absolutely.
boys. Kaleb takes that first bag as they are both throwing those 724 Project 13s. But what's interesting, did you hear him talking about the bags that they are throwing?
They're different.
They're the same but different how?
Yeah, because the other ones they've been throwing all day are outside being used by other players.
That's right. It's the Choose Your Weapon program. Now, if you watch the previous match between Aaron Candler and Spencer Garner, you realize that since they started that match, Isaac is now in the seniors division.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this normally he would be one of our top juniors, but now he has graduated to a 55-plus after the length of that last match. I don't think this one's going to take as long.
Absolutely. I don't think so. They're going to throw them. And look at Mama Hurt is absolutely in the front row watching this for a change. Not hiding behind something, taking pictures all nervous. She don't really care who wins, I think.
Oh, you know what? You know she does. She's got one hand of nails to bite for one and one hand of nails to bite for the other one. All right, it's a good thing Rex isn't playing, or she'd have to take her shoes off.
Yeah, three-way, it'd be terrible.
Well, I tell you what, these guys are just gunslinging right now. They're firing these bags, and these bags, we talk about them being the same but different because earlier they chose the Project 13s from 724 that were a little bit more broken in per se, and some of the players chose them to play in some of the other courts. So these guys came and grabbed the two sets that hadn't been used yet, so a little bit stiffer, more of that new setup on the bag, and so it's going to be a little bit different on the field for sure. So 2-1 is the early lead from older brother Kaleb Hurt against Isaac Hurt.
Yeah.
These guys, I feel like we're just is this like being at home in the barn?
Yeah.
Sitting on straw, watching them go at it.
Absolutely.
I feel like we should maybe all we had to do was go to Virginia for this. We didn't need to come all the way to Dyersville, Iowa. But this is how it works back at the Hurt homestead right there.
Like I said, if you come to the Hurt house, you better be ready to throw some bags.
Milk some goats.
Yeah.
All right, look at that. Look at that. Nice bag right there. Look at that.
That's a good one, too.
And these guys, I mean, they're honestly, it just feels like they're there practicing against one another.
Oh, and that's another short bag by Isaac.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's going to try to get that and one. He almost did.
That bag's going to be dead on the floor.
He almost did. That one's done.
Yep.
DUN. All right, so that's going to be a 6-on-1 right there.
Yeah, it was touching the floor, so that one goes away.
And honestly, interesting, these bags just real straightforward in their design.
Yeah.
You know, we have so many different colorful and different crazy styles of bags, but it's kind of refreshing to see some bags you can actually see.
I agree.
When they hit the board. Yeah. Boy, Kaleb is going for broke on every one of those up top. That's a nice push right there. Right, Isaac going to clean all that up. Oh, no, he's jammed it up. He's going to come on.
It's going to break. Look, somebody needs to put a radar gun on that bag.
Oh, no. What happened?
I don't even know what the score is going to be. I think it's going to be 1 point for Isaac. Oh, you got 4.
Well, if that one had not hit those other bags, it had shot through the backdrop. Coming through like a buzzsaw.
Yeah. Just fun.
So brother versus brother, Thor. This is a match for the ages. This won't happen again until they get home.
Yeah. They'll have to play for the money.
That's right. And Rex is sitting over there going, I'll whoop both of you.
Yeah.
I'll take both of you out. I brought you into this world. I can take you out of it. Uh-oh.
8-6, Isaac.
Somebody's grin just got a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
There was a question as to whether or not he washed those socks since the Worlds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mama says, yeah, okay. He probably said no, but she probably said yes. Yeah, right. They probably got washed before you left Branson. That'd be my guess. You don't want to make yeah. Twice.
Nice bag right there.
There's a good chance this may set a land speed record. Oh, he went up and he tried to play a little trick shot there.
Oh. Look at that thing.
Look at it.
Look, we're going to have to let the family settle that one.
That's up to you.
The family has to settle that one.
We're out of that one. That's up to you guys.
No, Mom or Dad has to be called in on that one.
Yeah. When your lead official is the matriarch or the patriarch of the household.
There you go.
That's good stuff. You know, we've created just such a fun atmosphere within this center court, but all around us, as Dan Evans was mentioning from the Field of Dreams, all around the boards that are being used by the general public, everybody's got smiles on their faces.
Absolutely.
And that's really what it's all about. $25,000 is a nice reason for everybody to be here tomorrow, but I'll tell you something, it's been a great week and weekend already, and we're just part of the way through. Long way to go here on center court tonight.
Absolutely, and we have 4. This will put it down to 4.
Yep, we'll have
of
4
the top players. I can go give you maybe some updates.
Yeah, I'm curious who's been eliminated since we saw
nobody.
Les Candler get eliminated there by Spencer Garner. Oh, nice bag there. Airmail drag. Look at this coming in hot and low. I think Isaac's almost playing as if he understands that he hasn't got a shot to win, but he's leading. So it's just crazy, the abandon with which he's throwing.
I can't get any scores here, Finn, but it looks like this game, Craig Irvin's playing Sebastian Barger, Gary Bearpaw and Lane Cruz are playing outside, and Matt Gammon and Spencer Garner are waiting on the next court.
All right, and the higher seed matches have been pushed here to center court, which is why you've seen Kaleb a couple of times, and Spencer worked his way through here a couple of times, but we will see some new faces here on center court coming soon, whether it's our current reigning king or maybe Gary Bearpaw, a horseshoe enthusiast and a top-ranked horseshoe player.
Top-ranked cornhole player,
Top-ranked cornhole player.
Oh, there it goes again.
We ought to call that one the hand grenade right there.
Landmine.
Oh, there's match right there. Look at it. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. That single point, the flex down.
That got a clap from Mama.
Yeah, it did. The flex down.
Yeah.
Our friends from Finn and Kia have made their way in, and they are watching the center court action here between the Hurt Locker. Oh, boy, he lipped it out. Coming in low.
And Isaac, look, he is taunting his brother, man. Yeah,
he's just showing off.
I don't think Kaleb has taken this game serious yet. For what's on the line.
Well, we got 4 French fries up top.
Oh.
Now it's just going to hang up top.
And
Kaleb's going to hang up top. He's going to put a 5 spot on top of that. 16 on 11.
16 to 11.
Frank Gears, the cornhole dude. Hopefully we'll be able to track him down like we did Dan Evans and spend some time on mic with him.
Yeah. We'd like to get him over here.
Yeah,
see what his thoughts are so far on this week.
He's just basically been sitting back drinking lemonades most of the weekend.
I bet he has.
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So I'll tell you what, this is a complete and utter shootout right here.
Yeah, it all is. They're just firing away whatever they feel like shooting. Oh.
2.
Right.
There There's the deuce.
18-11, Isaac.
To the red. Again, single elimination, best of 3. All the matches so far here have been best of 3, and we've seen some good ones. When earlier we saw Maggie Geiger out here against Spencer Garner, but that one came and went before we got back on. But I'll tell you what, she played her lights out there for a couple of frames and just had a couple of different opportunities go the other way, and she found herself eliminated in single elimination. But as the sole female representative here in Dyersville of the CornyForty, she and her dad Wayne both here, and I know that family is number one for them, and it was just very exciting to have them here.
Nothing to be ashamed of in Maggie Geiger for even being here.
Are you kidding me? She just had a baby, 5 months ago?
Yeah.
And she played most of season 17 with child. Again, I made the case that she should have been entered in doubles all the time, and then in doubles it was unfair because there was a third.
Yeah.
These guys just honestly, they do look like they are more in their element here than they are on the floor of a convention center.
Really? And that what a bag.
It almost went. It almost went.
And
he's going to come get it. He's going to come and get it.
Oh,
he did it. How about that? What a shot.
Wow.
And Kaleb does what he can do. He answers the best way he can, but what a shot.
And the kid is putting on a show here, Finn.
He is. He's flexing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. World doubles champions,
Yeah,
these two?
absolutely.
I don't seem to recall that. Just kidding. Yes, I do. What a couple of games those were, where I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Isaac put up the first 19 and he left the last 2 points.
And that's
going to
be the game.
Isaac, that's going to do it. Up.
He tried that. He tried that and won it. Good shooting.
Oh, he gave it a shot, but 21 on 11 is going to wrap up game number 1. They're going to hit reset and work their way into game 2.
Nice juggling exhibition you put on out there.
Oh, thank you. Well, I wanted to have a good halftime show for the folks. So Isaac takes game number 1, 21-11. He gets the first bag in game number 2.
I'll tell you what, let's see how serious that Kaleb takes this game.
21-11.
As Isaac is throwing fire right now, making every shot that he's trying to make.
Want to tell you something? New stiff bags.
Yeah.
Right off the showroom floor like this. To
Nice.
Fire the way they're firing shots just like that.
No lie.
Insane. Completely insane.
And he picks up the first 2.
Yeah. That's a nice rebound right there.
Yeah.
And, at some point you got to wonder, okay, you've been the top of the game for probably 5 years now, Kaleb.
Yeah.
Your little brother, everybody always talked about him, your little brother.
He's
but now all
coming.
of a sudden, he's coming at you. He's coming at you hard. Where does that eat at you?
It's somewhere,
Where does it eat at you?
Because the talk is starting to become the young phenom now. And Isaac Hurst, and I'm trying to say this where the family don't hear me think I'm talking good about one, not good about the other. But, it's got to bother you a little bit. You think, now everybody's talking about my brother.
Well, and that was a great shot right there. That was on a rope. Now, but I will say, and I think that everyone would agree, they came to the World Championships in Branson for one sole purpose, to win doubles together. Yeah. And they did, and that's exactly what they did. And I think that would be considered mission accomplished. Oh. In spite of the fact that maybe people thought, and coming out of Jeffersonville, we thought Kaleb would ultimately take the World Championships. I think they came out of there with that doubles championship, and that was all they wanted.
Well, I'll tell you what, pretty soon Kaleb is going to be known as the guy who's so good that still has yet to win that World Championship. He's one of the top contenders every single year for the last 4 or 5 years, and has yet to get it done. And that snuck in there. And I don't know how he did that.
Yep,
but
we'll never know.
Somehow that bag snuck in.
We will never know, my friend. We will never know. But I think, and we talked about this a little bit in Branson, the year before, when we were heading to Bradenton, That was when Kaleb was coming off of a foot injury.
Oh, yeah.
And he had dropped, I think it was an ice cream
yeah.
machine or something at work on his foot. Still showed up to play in the Pro Series. Had a great run. But I think that might have been the year really everybody fully thought he was going to come out and walk away with that King of Cornhole title. And I don't think the window closed by any means, but I think that might have started a run for him. And he didn't have the opportunity to take advantage of that.
And unfortunately, in all sports, injuries happen. And he
typically not an ice cream machine on your foot injuries. But
that was kind of a rare one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it did probably affect him a little bit, you know. Still made a good showing for himself, as he always does. Look at Isaac, man. I'm going to tell you what. He better be ready because little brother is ready.
Yeah. And I tell you something.
This is huge.
This is 9-on-3.
6. And he's smiling as he punches it. And all of a sudden, you know, the smiles will stop. Sooner or later, it's going to get serious. Look, and he's even posed a family picture.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the smile, the Isaac smiles, he stopped for a selfie on the way down past the straw bales. That smile never goes away. Hey, somebody just stole your bike. All right. That's cool. Oh, there you go. And there it is. Now there's that hard push. Now we saw Isaac earlier. Was it him that was putting those low bags down and then trying to push them up, and then he had to readjust himself against Bob Heil. He had to readjust that strategy because he wasn't hitting it. He was laying that one up there and going to finish it up.
Yeah. I think he's trying to give his brother a tater.
Take that tater. Come on.
Absolutely. Come on, Bubba. We still family even when we get done here. Believe it or not, they still family. And you see Caleb's girlfriend sitting over here, you know she had to become a good cornhole player.
Well, one of my favorite things about her that I found out, and I want to say we were in Augusta, Georgia.
Oh, and that bag's just.
I want to see what he does. He's just gonna, yeah. I don't know what he thought was gonna happen there. There was no chance that wasn't gonna fly off the back. Here's another one. He's gonna run it up.
Yeah.
Push him back. Take another 3
more. 9-4.
But Adrian, when I first met her, I think it was in Augusta. She was sitting there eating something, and I said, "What is that? What I think it is?" And she said, "Oh yeah." And I said, "You gotta be kidding me! How can you sit and eat that?" She goes, "I love them. Circus peanuts. You know those big orange?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what they are? Hell, you're from further south than I am.
What do you mean? What do you mean
That's
by
a
that?
southern thing, baby.
Oh, okay.
That's why I can only find them at the Cracker Barrel and the other Cracker Barrel. But she loves them, and I thought that's like eating those packing peanuts from
the box.
From UPS.
Nice
shot. How about that?
Beautiful shot.
There it is. But
tie the game up.
So I happened to head out, and I found some somewhere and gave them to her, and I kept one. We drew a face on it for luck.
Yeah.
And I kept it, and I told her I'd keep it with me. She didn't ever have to worry about me eating it, I'll tell you that much.
Well, you remember she won co-ed with Kaleb in Owensboro, I think it was. Yeah, the big one. We was upstairs. Yeah, coming out party for her. And she throws the bag just about like the boys here do.
Go figure.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, right on cue, too.
Yeah.
Right on cue. Nicely played.
Nice.
And our friends from, I mentioned Finn and Kia are here. They're up here kind of checking it all out. And we mentioned this before. And, again, Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja, proud to be your center court directors, if you will, this time at the Field of Dreams, one we've been waiting for a long time.
Absolutely.
As we all, nice there. That was close to the beam right there. Oh, he tried to answer, and he just missed it off the back lip. But every time we come into a town, we want everybody to come out and watch. We want you to come out and feel like you can come out and play.
Nice.
Nicely done. But what we have found to be the case, and the Finnan folks were telling us that, they said they had a couple people over looking at cars and talking to them. They said, yeah, we thought we might come out here and watch and see if we want to get in one of these tournaments. And they were watching some of these people that were playing, whether they were from the ACO or not, going, you know what, I think I'm going to go home and work on my game for a year, and then I'll come back next year.
We're just going to watch. I mean, it can be intimidating, some of these guys.
Yeah.
They come out wearing the jerseys.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're here and you got a cornhole bag in one hand and a beverage in the other hand, that's great. If you come out here and you don't even play cornhole with us, and you got maybe a Miller Lite in one hand, a Coors Light in the other, bingo. Oh man, that looped around like a putt on the 18th. He lipped that one out.
Oh,
look at that. That's going to bring Kaleb back here to 11 on 10.
And like I said, you know, his regular bags, the one he carries in his bag to play in tournaments, that bag's in the hole right there. It drips back in.
Sure is.
And that's the thing today. Everybody has to choose the bags that we are putting out there for them.
Sure. These from 724, the Project 13s.
Which are their personal sponsored bags, which is okay. But these are bags that they sent in for us, correct, Finn?
Oh,
correct me if I'm wrong.
All 8 of these manufacturers put their bags in the Choose Your Weapon program, and some
Look
46.
at that
That's
bag.
great. That's nicely done. There's something about his bag. I don't know if it's because of that aquamarine blue. It looks like, for some reason, I just keep thinking of the Jaws poster. When I see it, it looks like when it's sticking up with the corner sticking up, looks like a little shark fin like Jaws. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the black and that light blue, but I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Honest to God.
You're talking about the score being tied at 16 to 17, man.
Yeah, right. There's Lane Cruz. I see him over there.
He was still hanging in. I don't know what the final of that game was. I couldn't look. I can't give you a score. It's still showing that they're playing.
He did not head out for lunch to the barber shop.
No.
All right, no blood, no foul. All right, time to get a little refreshment there.
Yeah. 18 to 10, led by older brother Kaleb Hurt.
And I think maybe right now they're just putting on a show for all of us, because 21-11 was the first game that went to Isaac. 15 years old. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe Kaleb is 23. I think 23 years old.
Nice, and he is focused now. I think he just jacked around a little bit with little brother the first game.
Fooling around just a bit. Now, what we saw a lot of this in the last couple tournaments, although he was able to avoid it in Jeffersonville when he won the Invitational, the Pro Invitational. He was pulling it to the left, you know, and so no blood on that one right there either. But, yeah, he was when he was missing left, and that still seems to be the case. But like you said right there, outside arm coming right to left.
Did you like what little brother did right there? He threw a blocker, made him go up in the air, man. Missed it. Little brother couldn't make the push, so it just washed out. No harm, no foul.
And think about this. This is the other thing that we're seeing here too, because these two know each other so well.
Yeah.
Think about how long we've watched other players who don't know each other's games stop and think about what they should do next. And these two, it's almost like mechanical. It's like automatic. They just know what to do and what the other one's gonna do. Oh, look at that! There it comes. Oh.
Man, he throws that bag so hard.
What's the point of that?
I don't know.
Is he? Oh.
And that's game 1, 2.
There it is. All right.
Of course,
we're
going to game 3. We should just started and went one game and been done.
A best of one.
Yeah, best of one.
Single elimination, best of one. All right. In fact, they finished the score off there. I didn't even see what the final was. I think 21-10.
21-10. That's second
21-10. So Kaleb takes game 2. So here we go. Game 3. It's all the marbles.
Yes, sir.
Now, here's what I would tell you. When part of the prize package is bringing the family out to stay in the house, who cares? Right, exactly.
Who cares? The
It's
winners
just
are sitting over there on the front row.
Exactly. They've already won.
Oh, and there it is.
Little tumble bag right there.
And once again, the same result.
And how many times have we seen him do that, though?
Yeah.
Kaleb will put one off the back, and he goes in and fires that rocket shot, and then it lays one off the back and leaves it at nothing.
But little brother just keeps putting him up on Temptation Island, making him shoot the airmail with that last bag. And it's working. He just can't finish off with the push.
These bags are, with those flat bags that both of them throw, they're hitting the board with purpose.
Yeah.
And out of anger.
By Paige Martin online, John Gilmer Cody Robbins, who qualified for the doubles tomorrow.
All righty then.
Is here out of Tupelo, Mississippi.
Right on.
My man Heath Jeffers, Des Stevenson of the Stevenson family. You know they travel
Des,
real good. Yeah. Anna Lewis Efall, I guess I'm going to pronounce this. Is good game here. Absolutely.
It's good
We're
stuff.
enjoying it as much as you are. The Grasshopper is tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
TJ Miller, good to have you along.
Yeah. TJ was in this tournament himself. 4-0 Isaac, and now he's got a chance to increase that lead. Oh, and he can't do it. And he does do it.
Oh, boy.
Thought he had a guarantee to if he just goes in, and then
Yep.
Caleb hands it to him.
And gave it back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you can also see why both of these guys are so skinny. They don't waste any time getting to the other end of the board.
Look, they could triple Terry T-Bone
Oh,
Dawson
dog.
walking down through there.
Yeah.
And Maggie Geiger, who I noticed she gets on the slow train walking down through there too now.
Well, there's a couple of deliberate strides,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Chittenden, we noticed that. Michael
Yeah.
Chittenden, he has a deliberate stride to try to control the pace of the game, but neither one of these two is going to take control that isn't going to be yanked right back away from them.
They're at Johnny Thomas speed sometimes, and this one, you know, you're playing Johnny Thomas. He's
up and over.
good
What
shot.
a
Let's
shot.
just take them all in, Caleb.
What a shot. Now they're just showing off.
Yeah.
Just showing off.
I'm surprised they're not turning around into the camera with their back saying, we are the Hurts, baby. We
The
are
Hurt
the
Locker.
Hurts.
The Hurt Locker is
Absolutely.
open for business.
Yeah. See Junior Williams sitting over there going, God, man, I have to play these guys all the time. I never get a break.
Come on now.
Mike Walters, same way. You know, I'm playing their regionals. I can't. Why? Where are these kids going? Now, you think that was on purpose?
I think so.
Absolutely. And it got the same result he's been getting. And he didn't make the push again.
Certainly something about being here in the barn, though, that makes them
Yes.
feel like they're at home, and they're playing like they're at home.
Absolutely.
Isaac and Caleb, you see a couple of Hurts on the back there. We were hoping we'd get Frank Thomas, the big Hurt, out here to get, if nothing else, pitch against him and maybe get a photo with him.
Maybe we
But,
could have got him to do the bring it.
Maybe.
The Frank Gears bring it.
Yeah.
6-1 as Caleb finally breaks the ice.
Boy, now that's an interesting early toss. He just doesn't mind if he lays that one low because he knows he can come back in and clean it up with that low, hard push. But he's throwing. Oh my goodness, look at that! That was the first time we've seen Caleb really come in a little hard like that too. But he it's like he's just trying to invent shots as he goes. Here it is again. How does he get
and
rid
this
of
is
it?
going to be a big wash right here. Maybe.
Oh.
I knew that was short when it left his hand.
Oh man.
6-4. Huh. You know who's having more fun, as much fun as I am?
Who?
The Hurts over there. They're
Yeah.
having a good time. Yeah.
You know, it's interesting too. The one thing you cannot see on camera. Oh, look at that! It's so
Yeah.
deadly.
He got that one there.
there it was.
Now, here you go, little brother. You got to make
He's
one.
gonna do it. Boom! There it is. How about that? Nicely done. Asked and answered. Behind us, they hung the some of this cornfield scrim, this covering that they used when Major League Baseball was here. They covered up all the security fencing with this corn. It looked great, and they're like, "Oh, I got some of this. You want to put it up behind you, or put it up over there?" I said, "Oh yeah, we'd love to have that behind us." And unfortunately, you can't see it
Yeah.
if you're watching along on the stream, but we know it's there. We're lost in the corn. Rex is going to step up and
Absolutely.
clean that bag out of the way.
I think I might get some of that for my backdrop
Yeah,
before I leave here.
there you go.
You'd have to take the ninja title away.
No, that's right. Yeah, you'd become
The man of the corn.
Farmer Phil.
There you go. I got a son called Farmer Phil. Farms down in Mississippi.
There you go. 6
Absolutely.
on 6. So 7 on 6.
Yeah.
That's right. I was going to say that should be a crooked number.
Kaleb takes the lead after being down 6-0. And now look at the serious looks.
Yeah.
You're going to see, Finn, the closer this gets down toward 21, the more serious these two guys are going to become.
Yeah, it's all fun and games
Absolutely.
until somebody gets an Isaac put out.
There you go. Damn, Finn, that was good.
Come on now.
Nice
Look at
get
that bag.
around.
That one looked like it was on rollerblades.
Oh, and how about that push?
It's just not fair.
No.
I got to be honest.
I hate these two.
He tried to hot dog it just a little bit too much there on the last one.
Absolutely.
But it is interesting as they go by. He's got something to say to the family unit there on the sideline almost every time down. Kaleb hadn't said a word to anybody.
No. I think Caleb's trying to get focused in. I think he's wanting this now.
Yeah, he's just staying focused.
And he throws a little blocker himself.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Air show.
Yep.
One.
Boom.
Oh.
Oh, the lip out with that stiff bag.
Oh, he tried to roll.
Thought he was going to roll it, yep.
Yeah.
Didn't quite come to
Air
fruition.
show number 2. Oh.
Oh, look at that. That's 5.
Oh, and, man, I just don't get that shot right there.
I don't either.
It has cost him multiple points in the 2 games we've seen him up here.
Yeah, I don't know what I mean, it seems like he's working on something, you know.
Oh, wow.
Seems like he's working on something.
Yeah.
All right.
And now the frustration has set in on young Hurt.
Well,
I hurt is what that is.
I heard
After
that
that
grin,
round.
grin did vanish just a little bit, but it'll still be there when all is said and done. Up and over. Oh, and he gets the drag. Nice bag. Going to come in low. Oh, no, he tried to come in and put in that rocket shot.
Kaleb is hammering the nails now.
Yep.
And this could be it.
Yep, he gave it up. He gave it up.
9-1, 8-point lead right here. Nope, and that's going to be it.
No, is that going to wrap it up?
Yep, that's it.
That's going to do it.
Big brother is
All right,
going to move
everybody's
on.
gathering their drinks and gathering their weapons, and they're going to go stack them back on the table, and we're going to call it a day. So 21 on 6, Kaleb Hurt takes games 2 and 3 out of 3, and he will move on here in the CornyForty Classic. It's the inaugural Go the Distance Festival here at the Field of Dreams movie site, and I'll tell you what, there's been some breathtaking shot making here in center court in the barn, and there's still a lot more action to go. We're going to be down to our final 4, and we will have more of that action here thanks to our friends at Kia, Finn and Kia here in Dubuque, our friends at Miller Coors, Molson Coors as well, a whole wide range of starting lineup beers that we've had for ourselves here the entire week, and we love every minute of it. And thanks again to Hampton Farms, a little extra Americana on top of the baseball and the cornhole. So on behalf of the Mississippi Ninja, congratulations to Isaac Hurt and Kaleb Hurt for a great match. Kaleb comes out on top, 2 games out of the 3, and he will move on. More to come from center court here.
We'll be right back
On the ACO Digital Network.
Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra.